A storm has risen over the Collins estate, and an atmosphere of impending doom pervades the great house. Count Potoffi has taken over the body of Quentin Collins, and on this night, a young woman tries to find the reasons for certain frightening events in her life. Through a seance, she seeks to contact the spirits of the dead, and soon, for one frightening moment, she will be convinced that she has succeeded.
Is there someone else in this room? Someone else? If there is, give us a sign. We must be quiet. Someone is here.
What happened to the candle?
I can feel the presence of someone, of one who has to communicate with us.
Who is it?
We must remain seated, not break contact. We must leave the way open for the spirit to come to us.
Look, in the doorway.
Who are you? Who are you? I said, who are you? Good Lord! Judith!
I've come home.
Here, quickly, someone, the candle.
Edward, who is she?
It's my sister Judith. Oh. Go into the kitchen and get some smelling salts, quickly, please. Here. I want you to stay here and watch her. I'm going to call the doctor immediately.
What you looking at me like that for?
Where you're dressed. All that paint on your face. Charity, what's happened?
Pansy Faye's my name, and nothing's happened to me. I ain't changed a bit since the day Carl brought me to this house.
The day Carl brought you.
And I ain't forgot the way you treated me then. Wasn't good enough for you, was I?
The doctor's coming right away. I would like to be alone with my sister, if you don't mind.
Whatever you say, Governor.
Edward, the smelling salts.
Thank you. Kitty, I think it's best for you to meet my sister later under the circumstances, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course.
Here, what's the matter, love?
I'm just somewhat embarrassed, that's all.
Whatever for?
I should have realized that was your sister.
Oh, I'd not fret about that if I was you. I mean, you got a title and lots of money. You're well-bred, if you know what I mean. That's all she cares about.
You seem to know her quite well.
Well enough, love. Well enough. I'm sorry you didn't learn nothing from the seance.
So am I.
I really did sense a presence. I expect it was her popping in so sudden like what frightened it away. Maybe we could try it another time.
Yes, another time.
It's freezing I am. Always that way after a seance. I think I'll have a cup of tea. Would you like some, love?
No, thank you.
Edward, I
tell you I'm all right. You can call the doctor and tell him not to come.
But, Judith, you nearly fainted.
It's the excitement of being home again after having been away so long.
Why didn't you notify us that you were arriving?
I didn't know myself until late this afternoon. That's when the doctors decided I was well enough to leave. I should have done it weeks ago. But no matter. I'm home again. Back at Collinwood. My Collinwood. Are you pleased, Edward? Or were you counting on my being away longer?
Judith, if I'd had my way, you wouldn't have gone to the sanitarium in the first place. It all happened so quickly.
I know. You made quite a point of telling me that the first time you came to visit me.
I meant it then, and I mean it now.
I believe you, Edward. Now, will you please tell Gregory I would like to see him? Oh, what's the matter?
Didn't you return together?
Of course not. I came alone.
I assumed that he brought you back, that he was out putting the carriage away.
Oh, don't look so startled, Edward. Surely it's not the first time you've made a wrong assumption.
No, but a logical one. Gregory left here last night to go and visit you. And I haven't seen him since. Do you mean to say that he didn't see you?
Edward, I've been confined to the Rushmore Sanitarium for almost 4 months. And during my stay there, Gregory never came to see me once.
Judith, this is unbelievable.
It's hardly something I would make up, Edward.
Gregory Trask went at least once a week to visit you at the sanitarium. And each time he stayed overnight. Is it possible that you didn't realize he was there, that you didn't recognize him?
No, it is not. Are you suggesting that I was not in my right mind while I was there?
I'm suggesting no such thing. But you weren't yourself those last few weeks. We both know that.
At no time when I was at Rushmore Sanitarium was I not in complete control of my faculties. I certainly recognized you when you came to visit me.
Why didn't you mention that he didn't come to see you?
Because I was ashamed and hurt. But I'm sure that Gregory has a satisfactory explanation for why he did not come to see me.
Satisfactory explanation, my dear sister. This is unforgivable.
I refuse to pass judgment until I've had an opportunity to speak with Gregory.
There is nothing to be said. He's obviously been lying all along.
The subject is closed, Edward.
Judith, before you leave, I think there's something you should know. The family is no longer in danger from Barnabas Collins. He is dead.
Glad to see your mind is occupied with portraits. So is mine. But it's Quentin's portrait that interests me. Where is it?
It's still in his room.
I told you to get that portrait for me by 9. It's past 9 already.
I tried to get it, but I was caught.
By whom?
Edward! We can't talk here. We'll be overheard. Edward is in the drawing room. He's talking to his sister.
Judith?
You don't know her, do you?
Only by reputation. Shall we not stray from the subject? I want that portrait.
I told you, I tried.
Try again.
I talked my way out of that room once tonight. I'll never be able to do it again.
My dear Lady Hampshire.
Now, you listen to me. You can threaten me or do anything that you want, but I can't get that portrait out of that room, and that's all there is to it.
Judith. Perhaps she is my answer. No, she'll never believe what's happened to me. I must think it over very carefully before I speak to her.
yourself. Be who you must be.
No one has any idea why Charity is convinced she's Pansy Faye?
My guess is it's a spell that Barnabas put on her, like the rest of us.
But wouldn't that spell have been broken after she killed Barnabas?
I would have thought so, but obviously not. I don't know why.
And no one tried to help the poor child. You just sat idly by and let her leave Collinwood to live a cheap and tawdry life. Please send her to me at once.
What for?
I want to succeed where the rest of you have failed. Please get her for me.
You've asked to see me.
Yes, please come in.
What do you want with me?
Only to talk to you for a moment. Won't you sit down?
I wasn't good enough for you to talk to when Carl first brought me here.
Charity, I think I'm the only one who has the understanding of what's happened.
Happened to me? Nothing's happened to me.
Listen to me, please. Now that I'm back at Collinwood, this house is going to be run differently, and I intend to be a good and proper wife to your father.
My father? Wouldn't that be the fancy trick of the year? Oh, Bertie Fye's been dead since about
I'm
18...
talking about your real father, Mr. Trask.
What? You mean that old crow what lives here? Oh, I'd take old Bertie any time. Whatever his faults were, he had a bit of heart about him. He could be tender. Give a person a smile now and then.
Well, whatever you think, Mr. Trask is your father, and I am his wife. And I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to go on living in town the way you have been.
You can't allow it. You've got nothing to say about it.
I will have Edward send a servant into town to get your things.
Now, you hold on just a minute. You've got no right to decide what I'm going to do with my life, and I won't let you do it.
What would your mother say if she could see the kind of life you're living?
My mother?
She was a God-fearing woman who brought you up to be a lady. How would she react to the way you're dressed? All that frightful paint on your face. How would you like her to walk into the Blue Whale and hear you singing one of your cheap little songs?
What'd you have to go and bring up my mum for? I don't like to think about her.
You wouldn't want her to see you now, would you, Charity?
She always wanted me to be a very respectable lady.
And you could be in time if you come back to Collinwood.
Why do you want to do this for me?
I think I owe it to you.
Because of the way you treated me when we first met.
Think that if you wish. I think this is where you should be.
It is such a lovely house. I remember saying that to Carl the first day he brought me here. He was so excited and proud, showing the place off to me.
Then you'll come here and live?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Kitty, are you in there? I'd like you to meet Judith now. Kitty?
I beg your pardon. You are Judith Collins Trask?
Yes, I am.
I am Count Andreas Petofi.
Of course, I've heard Edward speak of you.
A very great honor, my dear lady. May I sit down?
Oh, of course, please forgive me.
Is it possible that we have met somewhere before?
Oh, I don't believe so.
How extraordinary. I had conceived an image of you before tonight. You correspond to that image in every detail.
Oh, that's not possible.
Not only is it possible, it has happened. I imagine the beauty of your face exactly as I see it before me now.
I'm very flattered, Count Petofi.
I wonder if that may mean that you are a person who would understand me as few others do.
In what way?
When I was very young, I discovered that I have certain minor psychic powers. Most people either don't believe such things or they laugh at them. That's why I've seldom discussed my abilities with anyone.
Exactly what kind of psychic powers are you talking about?
May I have your hand? I see a room in this house, a nursery. I see a child, with her a governess. The governess has just mistreated the child. The child retaliates by biting the governess in the arm. That child is you. The name of the governess is Angela Stone.
That's incredible. An incident like that really did occur in my life.
Shall I go on?
Please do.
Kitty? Know yourself. Be who you must be.
During the funeral, you never cried once. But after your parents were buried, you went to your room, locked the door, and wept bitterly. What you didn't know was that your brother Quentin was in the room already. He caught you crying, and you found that unforgivable. He saw a side of you you'd never allowed anyone to see. Perhaps that's why you've always got on so badly with him.
You're an extraordinary man, Count Petofi.
And you are a most cooperative subject and a very charming lady. I hope we shall become great friends.
Sure we shall be. And I want you to feel at home any time you come to this house.
Lady Hampshire, have you met Edward's sister?
He's waiting for me. I must go to him.
Lady Hampshire! Lady Hampshire!
Who is that woman? She was with Edward when I arrived.
Lady Hampshire, her late husband was a great friend of Edward's. He died very recently. She's taking it rather badly.
Did she say she was meeting someone?
Yes. Perhaps I'd better go after her and make sure she's all right, if you will excuse me.
Of course.
Come to you. I could not stay away. I had to see you one more time. Just one more time. I had to see you. Please, come to me. Let me see you.